Imagine if you could impress anyone in the world with nothing more than your language. You could charm the most beautiful women or impress the most influential men simply by knowing what words to say, when to say them, and most importantly, how to say them. If you can do this, one could say you're a master of seduction. Seduction is often associated with the art of sexual attraction, but to limit it to just that would be a disservice to what it really is. Seduction is the captivating dance of charm and attraction, a subtle art that involves enticing someone emotionally, mentally, or physically. It's the mischievous wink in a conversation that goes beyond mere flirtation. It's the skillful play of mysterious allure and fascination designed to draw another person into a magnetic connection. Seduction can take various forms, from the artful use of words to the magnetic pull of body language. It's the art of creating an atmosphere charged with desire, leaving an indelible mark on the senses of those involved. It's all about creating a vibe where the ordinary takes a back seat and the extraordinary becomes the co-pilot of this whimsical journey. Seducing someone involves a mix of self-awareness, interpersonal skills, and a genuine understanding of human dynamics. To master the art of seduction, it is important to know the key pillars that seduction stands on. One of the key foundations of seduction is persuasive language. Keep in mind that in the context of seduction, the word language consists of both verbal and non-verbal communication. Persuasive language involves using words and expressions to create an atmosphere of allure and charm. You want to enter their inner space, where the person you are seducing is still thinking of you even after you've left their presence. Your choice of words should be daring and bold, yet never offensive or hurtful. Your tone should be confident, yet playful and even suggestive, especially if you're attracted to the person you're seducing. Use language that engages the senses to create a more immersive experience. Describing things like scents, textures, tastes, and sounds can heighten the emotional intensity of a moment. This key foundation leads to another important layer of seduction, which is active listening. You cannot know what to say if you're not fully tuned in to the person of interest. By making the conversation about them, you'll increase their interest in you automatically. Maintain eye contact and be fully present in the moment. This will allow you to catch on to any subtle hints and gestures they make, which are all like little windows of opportunity for you to make a seductive comment. Active listening will also allow you to know when to express empathy, validate their comments, or even paraphrase what they said to you back to them with your own additional insight. This shows that you're fully engaged. Another important foundation of seduction is to maintain an air of mystery. Mystery in seduction involves keeping certain aspects of yourself or your life intriguingly undisclosed, sparking curiosity and maintaining a sense of fascination. For example, imagine you're on a date with someone you find captivating. You've been engaging in interesting conversation, and the connection is growing stronger. At a certain point, they ask about your past travels. Instead of providing a straightforward answer, you respond with a playful smile and say, "Oh, I've had some incredible adventures. Ever been to a place that felt like it was straight out of a dream?" They might say, "Sounds amazing. Where was that?" Instead of giving them the answer outright, you could say something like, "Well, there's this one place that's particularly special to me, but I'll save the details for another time. Remind me to tell you about it someday." By introducing a hint of mystery, you've created intrigue around a personal experience. The other person is left curious about the specific details of your adventures, and this curiosity can contribute to a sense of allure and anticipation. It also gives them a reason to look forward to future conversations and interactions, adding an element of excitement to the budding connection. However, it's essential to strike a balance and avoid being overly elusive, as genuine communication and connection remain vital in any seductive interaction. Another important aspect is to pay attention to the way you look. This should go without saying, but first impressions do matter, especially in the context of seduction. Whether you like it or not, people will judge you almost immediately based on your appearance. Wear clothing that makes you feel confident and attractive. You should obviously have good hygiene. Dress in a style that empowers you. Looking good plays a role in your overall confidence, and when it comes to seduction, you want to maximize every possible statistic. You want to adjust your appearance so that you are a pleasure to all 5 of the human senses. The color red, for instance, is a color that's been proven to increase human attraction and may be something you may want to incorporate into your wardrobe. A little cologne or perfume entices human pheromones and creates the right chemistry for a seductive conversation. This, along with the tonality of your voice, can all go a long way in setting you up for success right from the get-go. The next layer of seduction is known as the distance game. This is one of the most common aspects of seduction. Although this is often seen as a manipulative tactic, there is no doubt that it is effective. The distance game typically refers to the strategic use of physical and emotional distance to create intrigue and desire. It involves a delicate balance between proximity and withdrawal to keep the other person interested and engaged. If you're always available for the person, you might assume that you're winning them over, when in reality, this can often repel them from you. The enemies of seduction are over-attachment and desperation. This is an instant attraction killer. Speaking of an attraction killer, it is also of huge importance to understand what kills seduction. This is arguably the most important layer in the art of seduction, and that is the concept of the anti-seducer. If you've ever read The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene, you'll know what the anti-seducer is. To put it simply, the anti-seducer is an individual who is insecure, self-absorbed, and unable to grasp the psychology of another person. They quite literally repel people, like how a bug spray will repel insects. Anti-seducers have no self-awareness and never realize when they are pestering, imposing, or talking too much. They often judge, criticize, and behave like know-it-alls. They orient the conversation about themselves rather than focusing on the person they are speaking to. Perhaps as you are hearing this, there is someone you know that fits this description. Perhaps you feel instant irritation at the thought of that person. That, my friend, is an anti-seducer. Essentially, to be able to seduce anyone, you must be the polar opposite of the anti-seducer. It's important to note that while seduction is often associated with romantic or sexual contexts, it can also encompass any human interaction where desire is being built. It doesn't necessarily imply manipulation or negative intentions. In a consensual and respectful context, seduction can be a mutual and enjoyable process where both parties are interested and willing participants. While seduction can be a natural and positive aspect of human interaction, it's essential to be aware of the boundaries and ensure that all parties involved are comfortable with the dynamics at play. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for future videos. Until next time, stay aware, stay empowered, and remember, knowledge is your greatest defense against the unseen forces that shape our world.